Hello, this is Tracy from Inspired Chi, and I am bringing you your insight reveal for this new moon in Taurus that we had yesterday, and we're still in this energy. Usually, I like to post these ahead of time, but to be completely honest, I really wasn't feeling it yesterday. I set my area up a couple times, I saged a few times. The energies just wasn't right for the reading yesterday, and I finally, out of the desire for this to be an organic experience for both myself and you, I put it aside till today. So there was definitely something there. I'm going to share below in the post below something that Heather from True Healing had shared that really hit the nail on the head with this energy of this Taurus moon. So Taurus being a very earthy energy of getting grounded and really standing your ground with your own boundaries and being honest when things aren't working for you. So I'm sure we'll probably see a little bit of that in these cards today. But I am curious if anybody else was in that funk. I always love to hear from you. And I also wanted to share that beyond this, if you've never done this reading before, you're going to kind of stop this reading, go to the thumbnail to choose one of the piles that you feel resonating with. So 1, 2, or 3, and then you will be going to the corresponding video. If it's not your first time here, welcome back, and you know what to do. We'll be going to those shortly. I have a new deck. I'm really excited to use it. But I wanted to share with you that there was a project. We started doing these videos January of 2020, and this format has kind of grown and changed. And I really love the opportunity to be able to have you choose and get your messages and connect with your guides. But in doing that, and with the pandemic and everything that had shifted in the year of 2020, some really important projects for me, for Inspired Chi, for you, had been put on the back burner. So to bring those to the forefront, I am going to take a step back from these readings. I'm going to still put them out, probably just not as often, and I still am available for personal readings and that sort of thing. But one of my biggest passions is teaching, and if you've been around for a while, you've known we've done workshops and retreats, and that's a part of the Inspired Chi mission that I really enjoy. So I'm taking a step back to create something for you that I hope to have for you for the fall, which I'm really excited about. So please do excuse this. It will be a little bit fewer and further between. However, I am open to other formats. So if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see, if you wanted to, connect on a group Zoom, if you wanted to do like a Facebook Live, I don't love them, but I would do them. If you like, every once in a while, I put everyone comments and they get their own cards. Now, I mean, it's a little bit harder with these type of cards, but I have certain cards that have the messages directly on them and they go right to you. So I would love to hear from you on the sorts of things that you would love to see. So since I'm going to be doing this a little bit more infrequently while I do work on a project near and dear to my heart, I am open to mixing it up a little bit. So I would love to hear from you what would be helpful for you, what you would like to see, that sort of thing. So sorry for that long intro, but I wanted to put that information out there. And we have the Oracle of the Seven Energies that just came into my possession, courtesy of AJ. Thank you, AJ. It's a beautiful deck. And the two decks that I chose to complement to read with are the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck and the Good Tarot for Clarification. What's interesting about all three of these, and this was purely accidental, is they are all Colette Baron Reid decks. So if you are an oracle collector or you like to read and that sort of thing, that is who has created these cards that we're going to be using today. Okay, twos. So you have a very interesting energy coming into this new moon reading. Now, just a reminder, new moons are a great time to start new projects and set new intentions and really ground your goals. So the card that you're getting from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck is the Arrow. And just pulling the energy straight back to propel forward with such force and such energy because the outcome is assured, right? It may not have been a straight line up until this point, but this is a hyper focus energy here. It's time to get it done. It's time to move ahead. The energy is right for it, okay? We're also getting this other card here, Wish Upon a Star, okay? Which means really make your desires known to the universe, to your higher self, to your higher power, whatever that is for you. And it's time to really wish from the deep depths of your soul and from the heart, okay? So this is a time where you need to really kind of dig down for those deepest desires and go for it, right? This arrow is going straight ahead here. it's time to get really serious and not even just put it into play, because we are going to do a little bit of those tarot cards here and get into that further of a clarification. But it's like, what is it that you really want? Is the question. Like, what do you really want? What has been missing? What has left you uninspired, right? Yep. Okay. So we're getting the King of Fires, which is like the King of Wands, okay? There is a wisdom here, but also it's fire energy, so it is action, okay? Manifesting as the king, more for that masculine action energy rather than gender, okay? So take it as it resonates in that way. But the King of Fire is very much in his power, okay? He's smart, his heart's in it, okay? And he's been waiting for that opportunity, and it looks like right behind his head is the sun. So this positivity, the sun shining in on your reading when you're coming from your heart space, okay? We also have the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups in a traditional deck, right? Which is emotional, okay? Emotional satisfaction, a feeling of, when we talk about filling up your cup, right? That overuse saying, and I overuse it myself, if you can't pour from an empty cup. This is just the tiniest bit of nourishment, okay? And remembering to do the things that you really love, even if it's just a little bit peppered into your everyday life. You need to do things to be more inspired, to feel nourished. And this may very much have to do with children. Okay, spending more time either with the children in your life, or going back to the inner child of what created or what gave you joy, what used to make you feel willing to take a risk that the King of Fire would take. And then we also have the Messenger of Water. So a lot of water, the Seven of Water over here. So we're going to get into this. This is a very emotional reading, okay? This could resonate. I'm going to stop for a second, okay? This could resonate in something that you're really passionate about, okay? Your purpose in that sense. Could be a career, only if that career was directly related to your purpose and your heart was very much in it. Like, I've always wanted to do this. Now I'm going for it. It wouldn't be your day-to-day job. It can also resonate as an emotional relationship, okay? Moving to the next level of a relationship. Like here, being in this cup of nourishment, this little bits of joy, okay? And growing into something a little more intentional, right? Like she has her eye on exactly what it is that she wants, and she's ready to give the message, and she's ready to move forward. It's a facing forward energy. And when we have this Seven of Water here, the Seven of Water, aka Cups, is always talking about emotions, but it's also talking about decisions, okay? It's about making decisions, knowing all of your options available to you, and then going for what you most desire, okay? Sometimes you do have to play it safe. I get it. People have obligations. There's things that have to happen. But when the door opens, when the opportunity arises, you need to be ready for it. And this is the time that you're being called to kind of not give in to the fear element of it or the belief that it could never happen, right? I say this all the time. It's not about the how, okay? It's about the desire and the will to manifest it. And it looks like right now you have the capability to make a choice and to have it really go far. But it's not going to go far with kind of like a half-ass energy. Like, I kind of like this job, or, he's okay. I might date him. Like, it's not the kind of energy that's required to move this. Okay. It's okay if it starts small, but if it doesn't grow, if it doesn't feed your soul, if it doesn't come from the heart space, if you can't get excited about it, then you're barking up the wrong tree. Then you're going into a wrong direction. So going back to that childhood energy, because you do have like children. There's a lot of children you're reading. You may be inspired by children. Your purpose could have something to do with children. But more, this seems like, what is it that you desire that somehow you shelved, right? Because either it wasn't the responsible choice, or the timing wasn't right, or this could even just pertain to the fact that we all have been in this holding pattern with the pandemic. So the question is, what is it that you truly desire? Because it is time to pursue it. The energy is good for that. The sun is shining on that energy as the King of Fire, okay? And it's time to make a choice. But before you do that, just make sure that you know all of the options that are available to you. Good luck.